As an athlete, taking the next step to place your skills on a bigger stage is a goal, a dream, a plan you are willing to work towards. How can you make sure you know the best way to direct your recruiting efforts? How can you make yourself known? What should you be cautious of as you move forward? What will life be like as you become an athlete on a college campus? From Nest to Wings offers this series of 4 videos to help you best position yourself as an athlete in the college setting. I've worked hard towards lacrosse my entire life, and I'm honored to be able to play at the college level. I encourage whoever wants to as well because it's a blast. Hi, I'm Duplechin, and this is Understanding the Recruitment Process. Moving into college athletics will challenge your athleticism, emotional intelligence, communication skills, willingness to speak to people who can determine your future, academic strength, and ability to make quality decisions. We know from your athletic history that you have enjoyed challenges, so your recruitment goals continue that drive for personal improvement. You can do this. There are quality education and athletic opportunities available at the D1, D2, D3, NAIA, and junior college levels. You have to do your homework to determine each school's value beyond the title of the division in which they reside. Let's take a minute to discuss the numbers so that you can all understand what you're getting yourself into. Should you decide to pursue college athletics? Fewer than 10% of high school athletes continue to compete in college. Further, the number of students moving on to college athletics differs from sport to sport. For example, more than 75,000 students compete at the high school volleyball level. Of those, fewer than 4% move on to play at D1, D2, and D3 colleges combined. For a football team with more players, the number of players moving on to college is closer to 7.5%. These numbers remind us that we need to be good at what we do, willing to work hard to get better, take direction from coaches, and be solid in our academic work. These numbers also show that no matter your sport, you must work to understand the recruiting process. The initial step is to investigate yourself. You need to honestly and clearly evaluate your athletic skill set. Be willing to take on the work to be successful through recruitment and within the sport, and evaluate your academic record. Take inventory of your academic work, activities, AP test scores, dual enrollment classwork, SAT, ACT testing scores, employment, and other qualifiers for general college admissions. You cannot count on the athletic department to carry you into admission if you cannot meet the general admissions criteria. You'll need to complete an application for the college you choose, so having all of your qualifications together will benefit you down the line. Next, you must consider what kind of college you want to attend. And no, answering this point with the statement, "Any school that will let me play," is not correct. Your college match needs to meet most of your college selections criteria, even if athletics were not the part of the decision. Do you meet the individual college admissions criterion? Do they have your desired major? Can you access scholarship or grant funding beyond any athletic funding? What is important to you as you plan your recruiting journey? You can adjust your desires as you learn more about the schools interested in recruiting your talent. But knowing what you want will help you identify colleges that are great for you in your future and those that aren't so great. Your next step is to register with the NCAA as an athlete interested in recruitment. This registration does not cost you anything. While on the NCAA site, search for a calendar of your sports recruiting periods and review the recruitment rules. Remember that the rules are different based on Division I and Division II classification or junior college, and the contact calendars are different for each sport. Know the rules. They can make a great difference in knowing when coaches can contact you, and remember, there are different recruiting periods for each sport. You must know the process for your sport. Recruiters or coaches can reach out to you during specific contact periods, but you can email them or mail them information anytime. Recognize that if they're interested in your talents, they will contact you when they can. There are also specific rules for on-campus visits. Now, if you want to play for a Division III or NAIA schools, the rules are less restrictive. This is because these schools do not have scholarship money to offer athletes. However, these schools still offer the opportunity to compete, to get an education, and to establish yourself as an athlete. As you think about how you present yourself, you must determine how you will use your social media accounts. These accounts show coaches who you are and what is important to you and give you a chance to share your newest achievements. Try to be judicious in what you post. Keep it clean, positive, and focused on your work to meet your goals and support your teammates, friends, and family. If you need to clean up past postings, do it now. A quick note, following the social media accounts of schools, coaches, and the sport that interests you can help you understand the personalities of those involved, the expectations held, and the rhythm of the sport's practices and games. Spend time with all of your high school and club coaches. Let them know that you want to pursue athletics in college. Ask your coaches if you can share their information. Ask about the skills they believe you should be promoting to college coaches, and ask them what you need to do to improve your skills to make you a better athlete and to make you more marketable at the next level. College coaches may never choose to contact your high school coaches, but knowing that you are not afraid to have that conversation take place speaks volume. Also, make sure you have all the statistics that coaches keep on your performance so you can make them available to recruiters. Make sure you know if any film from high school or club team is available for your highlight reel and you know how to access that film. As an athlete who is entering in the recruiting process, you need to share a few expectations with your parents. Parents tend to want to be involved in everything that encompasses their student's future. The bottom line is that there are roles parents are encouraged to play. So share this part of the video with your parents. Parents should discuss with your student what the student is looking for in a coaching staff, athletic experience, and more importantly, a college, academically and beyond. Be realistic about your athlete's skills, abilities, knowledge of their sport, and dedication to their growth. Beyond practices and competitions, supporting your student as they reach for their goals is far more satisfying than pushing athletes to live your dreams. Make sure your student knows the financial support available from your family. Your athlete may be receiving funding for school, room and board, but what about financing trips home or making up the difference between what a school will pay and what a college will cost? Proof any written contact with a coaching staff member. Don't change how your students present themselves, just encourage good grammar and complete sentences, just as you do with their college applications. Help organize the information your athlete needs to collect to create their resume, report statistics, and collect and catalog film. Teach your student how to speak with authority figures. Can they look them in the eye, present ideas that may be uncomfortable, and answer questions thoughtfully? It is also your duty to put your student at the forefront of all communication with all coaches. You speaking in place of your athlete in any of the process indicates to the coaches that your student is not mature enough to manage their own business. You speaking for your athlete tells your young adult that you don't trust them to stand up for themselves. Speaking in place of your athlete means you have given up a great opportunity to provide them with feedback and help them grow in their ability to self-advocate. Help your athlete through the decision-making process while being clear that it is their decision. You can play devil's advocate, help them walk through their selection criteria, and even indicate your concerns to your athlete. But in the end, help your student move forward with their own decision-making process. And remember, it is their decision.
Athletes, do not be scared to tell your parents to back off a little bit, because if you're able to talk to your coach and professors, you'll have to be able to tell your parents when they're stepping too far into your bounds and you need them to just take a step back. With that being said, it is an exciting time for families, so parents, you can be involved in some ways. Here's some things you can do. Be a devil's advocate and make sure that your athlete understands some of the pros and the cons to the schools that they're looking at. Help your athlete to create highlight videos and film videos to send to coaches, and make sure they understand that this is a hard process and it's not going to be done in a day. When it comes to the end, make sure that you help your athlete to understand all the things that they want in a school and ensure that their final choice has all those things. Most importantly, parents, please be supportive of your athlete. Whether this be pursuing a college sport or not, this is the decision that is best for them, and you have to put away your own beliefs and your own thoughts to be able to support them in their next steps.
A large portion of being recruited as an athlete has to do with knowing what you are getting yourself into and preparing information on your academic and sports careers to this point. Do the work. We wish you all the best in your pursuit of college athletics and encourage you to watch our next video in the series on how to make yourself known. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. While you are there, you can like this video and subscribe so you'll be notified when the rest of the series posts.